step of the process then. So just to recap, we've got the containment plan that's been created by engineering. We have 3 activities on that containment plan, and now we want to complete that containment plan. We've still got the preventative action and the root cause analysis to complete. And again, this might not be done in exactly this order. You might create the containment plan, do the root cause analysis, then execute the containment plan. But it's more than likely that you're going to focus on the containment plan because that will be the burning issue. And then focus on the root cause analysis and the preventative actions. Okay, so that's what I'm going to assume, is we're now going to go and execute those containment plan activities. Remember, going back to my tasks, we have workflow actions, which is every activity in the workflow process that we talked you through at the beginning. But we also have action plans that have now been created. So once the action plan activities have been added, we have this we have these 2 tasks here. Well, why isn't there 3? Well, we created a dependency, remember? So it shows the 2 independent tasks that can be done, but the 3rd task will only appear when the dependent task has been completed. Okay, so it's really important to understand that when you create the action plan, you're going to get action plan tasks that you have to execute, and that's the next step. So as an engineer, I now go into my action plan, and let's say that I've done step 1, I've tick the run, and now I can either apply the plan dates, which will update it as per plan. So let's say I did it on the plan date, and the result is cable reordered and assigned to procurement. Okay, that's all we need to do. We want to keep it really simple. In here we could say how much this has cost. Again, we don't have to put prices costs in here, but let's just say that it was 4,500 for that cable and the labor to do this. And then we send it to the next step. We can attach documents here if we want to as well. System asks, do you want to go to the next step? Okay, so now we go back to my tasks and action execution, and we got this step 3, and we want to complete that same process, apply the plan dates, but in this time I missed the plan. I got it done a little bit earlier. Let's say I did it, date cannot be after current date. Okay, so you got to update it on the date that you completed it, and let's say I completed it today, and I started it at 15:31, and I completed it at 18:31, and okay, so I put a result in here, procurement ordered a new cable due blah. Okay, so now we have ourselves some time, and versus the plan it's slightly different, and we can say send to the next step. Again, we can attach documentation if we want to. So now we've done step 3, step 4 pops up because it was dependent on step 3 being completed. So our dependencies will not appear unless we've completed the predecessor task. And then just for simplicity, I'm going to be keeping it simple, applying the plan dates and sending it to the next step. We know in reality this is more complicated than this, but you get the essence of the process. So I don't have any tasks left in the action plan. Now for the containment. And if you remember, our case was test 0040. We can search for that case, and it's important to have this in your clipboard. I forgot to mention this, but have this in your clipboard at the beginning, and then you can filter everything else out in this filter here. And if you've got multiple processes, then you need to select the one process that you're going to be doing work on, because you might have, in the future, you might have 10 processes in this list, and you'll have activities from 10 processes. So you filter using this, selecting the process. Okay, so let's have a check on the flowchart. Where are we? Engineering have done their job, procurement have done their job, and now we've monitored the containment plan, and because those activities on the action plan have been completed 100%, this token now is waiting for the preventative and root cause analysis to be completed. Okay, so that is monitoring the containment plan, executing the containment plan by the responsible team. Note that the containment plan does not go through to quality to approve it, because we want this path to be very, very fast and as quick as and as low delay and as least team members involved as possible. Okay, that's great. I'll go on to the next step now, which is the root cause analysis and preventative action plans. Thank you.